Hey, what's up, guys? It's your girl, Angee Smallz, and we're back with a new episode of Latin Affiliated Entertainment TV. I'm so excited, guys. We got comedian, multi-hyphenate, entertainer, J Valentino in the building.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love what you got going on right here. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Shout out to Alex Alonso. We are here at Street TV Studios. It's good to have you here.
It's good to be here. I love what you got going on. I like all the momentum. I love it.
Appreciate that. And I mean, I could say the same about you. Everything I've been seeing you're doing, like, I feel like you're dominating in a lot of areas right now, which seems like a lot. Like,
it is. It could be a little overwhelming, but it's about keeping that momentum, you know? Like a lot of people tend to overthink, and I've been there before, and I just stopped doing that a long time ago and just try to execute and be consistent for sure.
Yeah. So I'm sure people probably wonder how you decide to do multiple things that you're juggling right now.
Right.
You know, if people have watched you, they're seeing everything that you're in, you know, that you're still DJing for one, even though according to your Wikipedia. No, I'm just kidding.
What does it say?
Have you ever Googled yourself?
No, not in a long time. No, I haven't.
Well, I Googled you. And, but yeah, you've been DJing since you were super young.
Yeah, 15 years old.
You know, and all the podcasts, I feel like they go through this history of how you have gotten to this point in your career right now. So I'm not sure, like, I know people really want to know about that because it's such a like crazy start to a career. I feel like being 18 and in a strip club.
Right. I was 19 when I started DJing at a strip club. And looking back, yeah, it was super young, you know? My son's only 11 years away from 19 years old, 10 years actually. And no, he's not doing that. You know what I
Are
mean?
you serious? You won't let him do that?
No, heck no. That's such a, like, you know,
Was your mom aware?
of course, very supportive.
Oh,
of course.
okay. Well,
And
good.
God bless all the trappers, all the stripers, all the strippers. Get your money, but it's a dark environment. It's, you know, there's a lot of weird stuff going on. There's a lot of
Interesting.
people with their chin up, and it is what it is, you know. And it's not
Right.
me talking about it because it fed me and my family for a very long time, and I'm super grateful for it. But nah, man, I'm trying to keep, just like men want to keep their daughters off that pole. I want to keep my son off that mic at the strip club.
Wow, that's so interesting. Yeah, because you were born and raised in LA,
Yeah.
right? And I can't, people do feel like, I think people look at LA as like such a glamorous,
Right.
setting and city. But you're right. There's definitely like dark sides sometimes in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, of course, man. And it does. And if you're strong enough, you get that thick skin, and, you end up not caring. Like me, I get to spend a while, but it's like, I don't pay attention to any of that. I have blinders on. I just do my own thing. And that's exactly what I tell my son too. Work with the world, but always have your own thing going on. You know what I mean? And it's all about taking everything with a grain of salt too, you know? There's going to be bad everywhere, you know? I read books, and I listen to audiobooks. And there's a lot of stuff that I don't agree with, and there's a lot of stuff that I do agree with. It's stuff that I like. Take it with a grain of salt, and
Yeah.
with the good stuff.
Yeah, I think that mentality is very fitting. And I know, okay, so I was thinking about my age, right? And I am.
You're young. What are you talking about? How old are you?
So I was putting it this way in my mind, and I was like, wow, that doesn't sound like a long time. I've only been alive for 4 decades. Wait.
Damn. I'm saying, remember Kevin Hart did a Don Cheadle? Damn. I'm kidding.
Doesn't that sound like not a long time?
It doesn't. And I'm glad you're there mentally. There's girls that I talk to that say they're old and they're only 31, 32, 33, 34, whatever the case. And I try to be optimistic with them and positive and uplifting about things. And I'm like, yo, babe, you're never going to be this young again. You're going to look back when you're 40 and be like, oh, I wish I was 34 again. You know? No, don't think like that. Embrace your age. All we could do is embrace it.
Yeah. And I know, I feel like every decade, right, you learn something new about yourself. I don't know why it takes a whole decade, but, I feel like in your 40s, I literally do have 0 Fs.
Right.
give
Good.
in my 40s. You
As you
know,
should. Yeah.
I am not embarrassed about hardly anything, which I don't know. It does, like you just said, I think I do have thick skin as well,
As you should.
you know. But did you always have thick skin? Or how did
Um.
you acquire that? Because jumping into something like a strip club, being so young, just kind of going for it.
For sure. Yeah, I was a little scared, a little nervous. I have a little saying now that if you're nervous, do it nervous. And I guess I had it when I was a kid too, because I lied my way into the industry. I had to use a strip club that was closed down 2 months prior as reference, so they weren't able to
That's so smart.
reach out to them.
Hey,
Yeah.
take notes, people. You're
No,
trying to
it
get-
wasn't that smart when they started questioning me about like the employees that worked there. They're all
Oh,
like,
really?
"Oh, so you remember Ron?" I was like, "Yeah, that one guy with the red hair." Yeah, sure. But yeah, I hopped on the mic and I thought that I was gonna kill it. I got on there and I was like, here she is. It's song one with Bella. And shout out to my boy Dave. He's still my friend to this day. He's the manager that got me into the strip club. 3 months into me being into the strip club game, they wanted to get rid of me. And he was like, hey, bro, like, the managers talked to me and they're all like, you're not cutting it. They told me that you're not cutting it, but I believe in you, man. I believe in you. Let's just go over things. I'm willing to help you. Go out there and be more hype, be more on it. And, we're going to give you another shot. And I went back and I was able to keep my
Man,
position.
that's like really admirable because again, just going back to being 19 years old, and you're dealing with this criticism already, but that's just like you're getting that firsthand real world experience in the entertainment industry, people just being so blunt,
Right.
they didn't care that you were 20. I can't imagine. And like you were saying, you look back and you're thinking about your own child, right?
Yeah.
And how you're thinking of things differently and not thinking that you're never going to allow him to do something like that. And I think maybe, who knows, in 10 years, has he talked to you in any way, like giving you any sort of hints like, Dad, I want to be like you when I grow up?
He hasn't. I see a lot of him in me. Like he's very outgoing. He's funny. He's witty. He has it.
Really?
But I asked him what he wants to do when he grows up, and he wants to be a farmer. He's like, I want to be a farmer. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, just be the best farmer you could be, and I'm there. All we could do is guide them. Like my mom always says. My mom once said, like, hey man, as soon as these kids come out the womb, they're individuals, and you got to support that. She's like, I always supported you, and anything you did, and that's the way you got to be with your kids.
That's definitely a parenting style, right? Mm-hmm. Because there are different cultures where.
Oh yeah, different cultures. Or you're gonna be a doctor.
Exactly.
We're doctors. You're gonna be a doctor.
I always wanted to be that parent to be like, you're gonna do this, but my child will not listen to me. He's a musician.
Yeah.
And in a way, he's a lot like me, so I
Right.
can't really fault him for that.
No, not at all. Encourage them. Just be like, okay, then be the best musician.
Yeah.
Don't be lazy. Put out content. This is a new wave. You could do your own stuff now.
Yeah.
Be consistent.
Yes, and speaking of doing your own stuff, I heard you talk about on some of your interviews how you've decided to just produce on your own. Mm-hmm. You're not waiting for some big streaming service to.
No, that's old school. You know what I mean? That's old school. That's out. If they pick it up, cool. If they don't, cool. Like shout out to Kill Tony, like some comedian that he was on the same path, and he's like, dude, I'm just gonna put my own stuff together. He blew up. He was
Yeah.
he did the roast of Tom Brady and killed. He was
Yeah.
like the dopest one there, I think, one of the dopest ones. Yeah, we're in a time of age where we see who has momentum and who has motion. Like everything's within our reach now. Mm-hmm. You can get these mics at Guitar Center. You can get those cameras at Sam's Cameras, whatever it is. You could do it on your own. Of course, there's hustle behind it and some money involved, but some structure, some dedication, and yeah, Nike, just do it.
Yeah, that's your favorite slogan, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you were a DJ, you're doing stand-up comedian. You definitely take risks. You just told me you're going to be doing your first all Spanish speaking show. Have you been practicing?
A little bit here and there, but I'm 8 days out and I'm gonna put my head down and write some stuff down. It's different when you translate from English to Spanish. Not everything lands the same. Not everything hits the same. Everything's not structured the same, you know? So I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll figure it out like I always do. But yeah, it should be fun. I agreed to it. I like to challenge myself. I don't like to
Sounds
get
like it.
comfortable. Yeah, I don't like to get comfortable. There's no growth in being comfortable at all, you know? Like I remember a couple of years ago, I was like not nervous one time throughout the whole year. It was a great year. Gigs, DJ gigs, this and that and this, but nothing made me nervous one time. I was like, that's not growth. So I purposely
Interesting.
I purposely started doing more comedy shows and all this other stuff to get myself out of that comfort zone.
Wow. So you feel like if you're not nervous about something, you're being complacent?
I think so, for sure.
Okay.
I think so, for sure. If it doesn't scare you, then you're not. It's not big enough.
Wow.
Yeah,
Big goals.
for sure. Yeah, you only live once. Yeah, you know. Yeah, you know, we all have an exit. Why not? You don't want to be 80 years old looking back like, oh, I should have took more risk. No, motherfucker, do it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever taken a risk and it's like blown up in your face?
Of course. Yeah, and I love it. And I
Yeah.
love those L's. Yeah, hell yeah. Bombing on stage, going back and be like, all right, cool. All right, let's run it again. Going back to the drawing board. That's what I love about comedy. I'm going to love putting out my first hour special and having to do another hour. And there's always something to look forward to.
So what do you mean? So you're going to do an hour and then...
And then I'm gonna do a tour after that. Comedians usually do a tour after they release their special based on that special. Let's just say I call it, Mama's Boy. The special is called Mama's Boy, and I'm gonna do a Mama's Boy tour. And after that tour, that material's dead to me, and we start fresh.
Is your mom going to go on tour with you?
I mean, if I call it that, yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. If she's okay with some long drives, she has a bad back. Her sciatic nerves messed up.
I feel her on that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, have you asked her?
She's down to do the California stuff, within the state. But I'm sure she might be down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure she might be down. She likes traveling,
So is this a tour that you've already scheduled out?
No, I just threw it out there right now. So
Okay. And
yeah.
how about the special?
The special, I'm looking to do it within 2 years. I think 2 years sounds about right. 2.5, somewhere around there. I don't know. That's the thing. I think nowadays everything's unpredictable, especially with social media. You can't say like within a year I'm gonna have this many followers because you could just have that one hit. A person could just have that one hit that'll just take them to another level.
Yeah. Are you one
mean?
of those people that like you don't really? And this sounds bad, but like you don't have like the 5-year plan? Because I've never had a 5-year plan.
I've never really had a 5-year plan. No.
Good.
Good question. No. I guess I am one of those people. My thing is just consistency, I got these ideas, let's execute them, see what they do. Some hit, some or whatever, some, don't.
Yeah. So you're working without a safety net, basically.
Yeah, I guess so. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, it takes ganas or is that the word?
Yeah, you can say it.
To live.
Huevos.
Yeah. I think it does, but some people don't think twice to live like that.
Right.
Like you, for example. You feel like I got this, it's gonna work out. And
Yeah. Sometimes on some skits, I kind of have I have the premises of what I'm gonna do. I don't have the dialogue down. I don't have anything else down. I just have the premises, and I'm like, it'll work. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. That's what I say.
and it always
Yeah, most of the time, 9 out of 10 times usually.
So what's your favorite platform right now?
IG for sure.
Yeah?
I just got banned from TikTok
No, why?
for doing parody videos of some dude. He reported my videos, and TikTok is really sensitive, really delicate.
They are I struggle with TikTok. Like I'm so conflicted on, do I want to post there? Do I want to grow there? And then I don't know. So you're not on it at all anymore.
Banned permanently. But it still shows my profile there and how many followers I have. So I know there's, I was able to get a connection, but they were charging me an arm and a leg. I was like,
It's not that serious.
get the fuck out of here.
Man.
I don't know how they sleep at night, those people. But yeah, but I mean, thankfully, I mean, all my work doesn't come from there. Didn't come from, none of my work came from there.
Right.
So, we're taking care of this IG baby right here, feeding it, and it's growing.
Yeah. So, what do you have the most fun doing? Do you have the most fun DJing? I know that's probably tough, right? Because they're all different.
Yeah.
DJ, stand up, or skits, or you even dance and sing.
Right, right. I think the best high is stand up for sure. It's the rawest form of comedy. It's the most rewarding for sure. It's in front of you, it's in your face, it's live. It's very rewarding. It's very fulfilling.
So, have you did stand up like at all the like big comedy spots in Hollywood?
Mm,
Do you have like a
yeah,
like?
except the comedy store. I haven't done that.
Oh, okay. Is that something you would
Yeah, of course.
want to go to?
Heck yeah. I've done the Hollywood Improv thanks to my boy Jack Jr. I've done the Laugh Factory. Comedy store I never have. I've been there a couple of times. It's super dope. And yeah, the Haha with my boy Jack Jr. as well. His parents own that place. But yeah, for sure the what's it called? The comedy store is on the list.
Yeah, I think I saw Joe Rogan there before. I can't remember if that's where it was at. Do you think Joe Rogan's a good comedian?
Yeah, he's dope. He
Yeah.
has his own style.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, I guess it's an acquired taste. You
Yeah,
know,
I think so too.
for a lot of people, it's an acquired taste. But as a comedian, I see where I like his angles. He's dope.
Yeah, he's got that entrepreneurship as well, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like used to do Fear Factor, and then now he's got
Right.
a
No, he's a killer
podcast.
podcaster for sure.
And I see you on a bunch of podcasts, you know. Looking forward to seeing you on more podcasts.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, and I'm so happy you were here. We were talking about your cousin. I feel like so many people that you are doing stuff with, it's crazy to learn more about your relationships with them, because a lot of these people have been in your life for like years. Like
Right.
people don't even know. Like even though you and Concrete are blowing up right now, like you guys have been best friends for a long time.
Good friends. Before that, since 2018, 19. Good. Super tight. Yeah. We met at a Frankie J video shoot.
Oh, okay, which one?
The one with Cheekies and I think it's MC Magic and Baby Bash.
Oh my gosh, this is like such a small circle. You know, MC
Yeah.
Magic was on the show.
Yeah, super cool guy.
Yeah, super cool guy. My friend is the videographer for Cheekies. He used to help me on our show too. Shout out to Julio. But do you guys have the same manager, or do you have?
No. He has his manager. I'm working on getting mine. I've been doing myself for a while, brokering my own deals, but I came to that point where I can't do it anymore, and that's a great
Yeah.
problem to have. Great problem to have.
Yeah.
And I can't be investing hours on the phone anymore. I got to stay creative.
So for the first time ever, you're gonna, because you've just never had one.
I've had a manager on the brand deal side of things, but not as far as like, manager really representing me all the time. No.
How do you like dealing with brands and stuff? Is that fun for you, or do you feel?
I love it. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, some are easier going than others, but I love it. I don't mind it.
Do they ever like impose like their ideas on you?
Yes, they do. That's a very good question. Yes, they do. And I kindly shifted over this way.
So you really, I feel like you have read a lot of books, because it's like, it sounds like you have like a really good handle on like how to make things go your way. That's like a skill set,
No, I mean, I'm all ears.
and
I'm
making
all
everybody
ears.
feel like it was their idea.
No, I'm an open book. I'm all ears. I'm an open book, but that's what they do. They're the brands. That's what they do. I'm the comedian. Let me do what I do. I'll take your idea. You know what? That's dope. But is it okay if we do it this way? And I'm super chill about it. I don't shut them down at all.
You're not like, that's whack.
Yeah, no, but if I know, then I'll probably be like, hey, bro, no, that's just let me be the comedian. Come here, let me give you a tap on the back. Come here, you tried. No, I'm super chill about it. I'm all ears. I'm an open book, but at the end of the day, like, I'm not gonna try to teach you how to swing a bat if you're a baseball player, and I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys listening, brands out there, let the talent do what they do best.
Yeah, man. Sometimes they have an initial idea, like they want to stay on topic. you know, let's just say it's Doritos. We're pushing this new flavor, this flavor. Boom. Let's base it around this flavor. Okay, I get that. You know, just then we go based off that.
So what's the like biggest brand, or let's say
Lionsgate right now.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, that I'm consistently working with monthly.
That's
promoting
dope.
movies. Yeah.
That's dope. So what do they have? Like, I don't know. I know you probably can't tell us everything, but what does that look like?
It's they shoot me movie trailers and they say shoot something, give us an idea of how to promote this movie. And yeah.
So you're not necessarily even in.
No, not at all. It's just
You're
me
more
promoting the movie.
writing.
The movie's already done with. They shoot me the trailer and it's just me. It could be me and my mom watching it, her being into it, me being annoying, her telling me to F off. And yeah, super simple, pushing it. And this last one I did it with a girl. You know, we were trying to watch it. She was like on me. I was like, yo, chill, I'm trying to watch it.
Yeah.
How you usually go down? Yeah, just marketing the movies like that. But what other brands? Miller Lite was cool. They let me,
Okay.
they let me do what I translated a song with that one. It was actually Grupo Firme, El Amor No Fue Pa' Mí. I don't know if you ever heard that song.
I'm sure I have. I love Grupo Firme. Who
Yeah.
doesn't love them? They're dope.
And yeah, they had me translate that song. I shot the whole video and a lot of brand placement.
I mean, except for everyone loves that song. Dame,
Yeah.
baby, dame. What's your favorite type of music?
I like all genres, old school, 80s, 90s. I even mess with the new hip hop, you know? A lot of DJs and like guys my age, I want to say, from my era, don't mess with the new hip hop, but I'm about it. I love what these kids are doing, man.
Okay.
They're killing it. OGZ, you know, the homie Pilo, he's some Filipino dude from the Bay.
I love Pilo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pilo's
Pilo's
dope,
dope.
man.
He's a Niners fan.
Osama, Lil Veda, these kids are all just super dope with their own wave, and I mess with it. I
Yeah.
fuck with it heavy. You know, I'm not that guy. Oh, this new shit's whack. Yeah, a lot of new shit's whack. Just like a lot of old shit was whack too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The only thing that back then you didn't hear the whack shit a lot because only the good shit was distributed.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nowadays everything's, you know, we could reach to everything.
Uploaded to
Everything's
YouTube.
uploaded. We could.
Yeah, and there's no entry to barrier or barrier. Did I say that right? I'm dyslexic sometime. Barrier to entry for being on Spotify now. I think you can just literally upload.
Right, you could upload anything you want.
Yeah.
All your content. Yeah, there's no excuses. Get with it, rappers. Let's go.
Hey, let's see. I mean, yeah, I feel like we are bringing it. Not we, but this area, West Coast, LA, is holding it down.
Yeah, I mess with our new sound, man.
I love calling them kids too. Like,
Yeah, they're kids, man. They're younger, man.
Yeah.
They're younger. They're 2 decades younger than us. You know what I mean?
yeah. Now, see what you did. You're using that against.
Now, if you word it like that, yeah.
Why did it sound good
They're
in my
almost
head?
a quarter century
You know what?
younger than us.
It sounded good in my head, and then I verbalized it to you.
No, but I respect it, man. They keep me young. I love it. I love their energy. I was just hanging out with them at a day party the other day, like, you know, with my boy. No, not the rappers, like with Duno, you know, like these.
Oh, okay.
The new wave. This Duno's an influencer. He's a super funny dude.
I know, dude. I know.
Big
who Dune is.
podcaster. And you know, my homies, the young age of these, the young DJs of this wave, you know, I mess with them. I fuck with them. I love their energy.
So, what are you spinning them when they hire you to DJ?
I'm doing all the local LA clubs, you know, anything in Southern California, San Diego to the Bay. And I also love doing concerts, you know, shout out to Bobby D. We do a lot of hip hop, West Coast, old school, freestyle concerts. I'm even down to do the rock ones. What's up, Bobby? Hook it up. But I love all genres, but concerts I really mess with. That arena energy is unmatched. Whew. 12, 15, 17, you know, 1,000 people.
Have you ever DJ'd in Vegas?
Yeah, of course. Of course. Yes. Vegas is dope too, but I'm really feeling the concerts now. These festivals are the energy's unmatched.
So our last guest was a rapper from the Baddies West show, which is where I saw you last. I don't know if you remember. You were DJing. I was backstage with CC Valencia. Baddies West at the Yost.
The
Right?
Yost. Okay, yeah. I
Yeah.
wasn't even supposed to DJ that night. That wasn't my laptop. That
You
was
were
my
the only guy there. No, I'm just kidding. Because it was a full lineup of
of
girls.
females. Yeah. Yeah, the homies were on the turntables, and I was like, "Can I hop on?" They're like, "Sure," and I just DJ'd for like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Do you remember seeing me there?
yeah. That's where I met. That's where we met. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for sure.
If you remembered.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and I was surprised. I was like, that's kind of when it hit me. I was like, yeah, he really is a DJ because like I feel like I just know you as being a comedian,
Right.
but you are very multi-talented, and that's just it's not easy to master that. I don't feel like. I feel like it's hard to
Excuse me.
wear all these hats or actually, I take that back. People assume it's hard, and they assume, well, you should really just put all your energy into one thing, but you're you've never, it doesn't seem like you've ever done that.
I did for a minute when I DJed from 15 to 19, and I started DJing at a strip club from like 19 to 23. I didn't put DJing off to the side because strip club DJing and regular DJing are two different things.
Really?
On strip club DJing, you're not on the turntables, you're just on the mic. It's all verbal. And then I did comedy from 23 to 25, and that I quit comedy at that age. Then I was just partying for a couple of years, and then I started emceeing at nightclubs at 20, like 26. Actually, I was
So what's emceeing?
just on the microphone, no DJing.
Interesting.
And then my boy's like, yo, my mentor to this day, my boy Alex, he's like, yo, what are you doing, bro? Like, you're just partying at clubs, hosting on the mic. You're better than most of these DJs, bro. That's what he said. And I don't like to think that way, but that's what he said. Bro, you're better than most of these DJs. Why don't you just DJ and make double the salary for them at the moment? If you don't know what you want to do, might as well. You're in the club, DJ. And I was like, you're right. So at 27, I started DJing again professionally, and never looked back. And that's when I started my podcasts before they were in style, Juice TV, from ages 27 to like 32, 33.
Yeah, and you said that was on
I
Ustream
was on Ustream.
or Ustream.
Yeah.
Did that have video?
What was that?
Was it a video?
Yeah, it was video as well. It was
Okay.
streaming. It was video. No, just streaming. I only had webcams.
Okay.
Yeah, never on video. But yeah, that had its run.
Interesting.
And that's when I got
you
back.
were live streaming as well.
Yeah, live streaming as well.
Okay, that's so cool.
That had its run, and then I started DJing, and I started doing sketch comedy at 33, and never stopped. And I was really hesitant about doing the sketch comedy at 33 because I was like, dude, are they gonna take me serious as a comedian because I'm a DJ? And then I was like, dude, I'm just gonna Jamie Foxx it.
Awesome.
Jamie Foxx.
Those same thoughts would go in my head. Like,
Yeah.
Can I do both?
Right. Because you don't want to be a master of none, right?
Yeah.
That's what they call it. But I was like, dude, I'm just gonna Jamie Foxx it. Jamie Foxx was a respected comedian, singer,
For
actor,
sure.
dramatic actor.
And he's talented as hell.
All of them.
The Ray, what's it?
The Ray movie, yeah.
Is that what it's called? Ray. I don't know if that's the title, but he did so good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So he was a big inspiration. I was like, screw that, dude. I don't care. And
That's awesome.
thankfully, it worked out and never looked back since.
Yeah, man. And I am sure you're inspiring people as well.
I hope so.
Just like Jamie Foxx inspired you. Mm-hmm. That's really what I see when I see you, because I'm just like, he's really good at all of these things.
Thank you.
And that's not, I can't imagine but again, I feel like you're doing it without really like putting limits on yourself. And I feel like more people should try that. But also it depends on your personality.
Right.
You must not be an A personality.
What does that
Type
mean?
A. I think type A is like very like, by the book and like,
Right.
They're very structured, I think. I'm not type A.
No, I don't think so. No, not at all.
So, I mean, who did you have on your live stream show when you were doing your podcast?
I had the because of I got high guy. Forgot what his name.
That's Afro
Afro Man. I had Afro
Man?
Man. I had a lot of people. Felipe Esparza. I had Alfred Robles back then. I had these other comedians. I had Problem. Remember Problem?
Yeah.
I had
Also,
Meta World Peace.
yes. Okay.
I had Compton Menace. I had that other guy, Slim 400. Rest in peace.
Okay. Yeah.
I had a lot of people, man. It's a lot to name.
Did
Yeah.
you hear about Chino XL passing
Yes.
away?
Yes.
Did
Rest in
you
peace.
ever listen to his music? Because he was from the East Coast.
Right. But he was Mexican too? Or half Mexican,
I
half something?
believe he's. I actually don't know, but I
No.
think he's Puerto Rican.
Right, but no, I'm gonna sit here and say I heard a couple of his stuff, some of his stuff, but a lot of my friends were really close to him,
Mm-hmm.
and I heard nothing but good things about him.
Yeah, he was a nice guy.
Yeah.
So, I I was just thinking if maybe you had musicians on your live stream, and so you were doing that. What year? What year was you doing live stream? Because that's like before people.
Before it was in style,
People
20
were even doing live stream.
2010 and 2015.
Would you do live stream now?
No, I do a podcast now, but not live stream.
Why not?
I'm not into it. I don't feel it, to be honest with you. Kudos to Kai Senat or Senate, whatever his name is.
Yeah,
Killing
he's
the
like
game.
the number one live
Number
streamer,
one,
right?
killing the game. Kudos to all these dope ass streamers out there, but it's not my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched DJ Academics, and I'm like, man, because the reality of it is you're sitting in a room by yourself,
Yeah.
but
That's the epitome of self-motivated, self-motivation
yeah.
right there.
Yeah,
You
you
he's
can
right
look at-
there with energy, reacting to stuff.
for sure.
It's really their character that sells you,
Oh yeah,
That Kai Cenat kid, he's a beast, He's just
yeah.
young, full of energy, fly. He's with it. Kevin Hart was on his shit, like
I
Nicki
know.
Minaj.
Have you ever worked with Kevin?
No, I will soon though. Yes.
Yeah.
Kevin, what's up, bro? Tap in. Let's
Yeah.
go. Been ready.
Hell yeah. He's doing like a lot of movies. I mean, he still does stand up. So you feel like you would get into like the movie
Heck yeah, for sure. I think
route?
essentially for a lot of comedians, that's one of the main goals for sure.
Okay, that seems like
Be
the
in movies.
progression.
That's why I try to stay in front of the camera. Of course, I love it, but it's also, I'm preparing myself for the bigger picture for sure.
Yeah, so it's like the big screen. And how, the industries have different, ways of people that you have to deal with. And people that are watching here, I don't know if they live in LA, but people that are in the entertainment industry, you can tell there's just different ways you have to deal with people.
Right.
And it's different Hollywood versus YouTube versus stand up,
Right.
So have you dabbled in like the Hollywood side of things?
I've done a couple of independent films, but very professional, Is great practice for sure. And hopefully they come out soon, But yeah, I've gotten the feel of being on an actual set, learn to speak the lingo a little bit. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. And I love it, A lot of downtime, but it's part of the game. But I love it, yeah. I'm all about it. I love the big productions, the lights, dope cameras. I geek out on all that
What
stuff.
about like the award shows type things? Like, how do you feel like? I don't know. I just feel like there's different sorts of people because I actually got to go to the Emmys
Oh, dope.
because I was a seat filler. And the people in the seats were nice. They sat me right next to John Cryer, like Noah, that guy that I think he hosted the Grammys. But it felt different. It just, I don't know. Maybe they were making more money. I think that's what it is. But
What do you mean it felt different?
just the types of people that were there. you know?
Right.
Or I don't know. Maybe I just felt like it was kind of new to me and I didn't really fit in. Maybe
Right.
probably what it was more so.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. It just feels different. It's not like a normal, like you come here and we're doing this little YouTube production, and it's like feels like you're with your friends and everything. But I don't know, being an actor, it seems like there's like a lot of studying, and they just feel like
Yeah,
you know,
for sure. It's nothing. There's nothing glamorous behind the scenes. I mean, it's
yeah,
actual work.
yeah.
You know, rehearsing, reading. A lot of emotion behind it. A lot of, yeah, it's a lot.
Have you ever done like any like theater?
No, never have.
No.
Never have.
Okay.
Never
So
have.
you're going to be doing your Spanish comedy stand up. And I cannot wait. I hope I get to, well, I know you don't get to film your shows. That's where like performers and artists and singers are different than comedians. They can't really tape their shows and put them online because,
That's the material that you save for a special. You know what I mean? That's why everybody's putting out crowd work. That's I guess they call it throwaway material. But the crowd work is it's what's bigger now than ever. Back then, it was frowned upon. Actually, it was like, oh, he's not a real comedian. He just does crowd work, which a lot of comics only do crowd work.
interesting.
Right. But definitely, yeah, the material that you want to, keep for that special, you don't, put it out. We don't.
So you have like material you're kind of just, it's like in a vault.
No, it's the material that I'm using right now when I do my shows,
Oh.
but it's not being recorded.
You have to be there.
Yeah, it's not being recorded or put out there and on platforms.
Yeah.
So
So, okay. So what do you got coming up then that you can kind of give us some insight?
yeah, let's go check out the calendar. I have let me see. I have what's big? Well, I'm gonna be in I have a R&B concert on September 7th. It's called I Love R&B. It's gonna be at the Persian Square. What's it called?
Pershing Square.
Persian Square, yeah.
Outside.
Outside, correct.
I think that's where Baby Bash and MC Magic just performed.
Right. I'm
How
gonna be
many,
in.
that looked like 30,000. I don't know how many people showed up.
Yeah,
There was
a lot.
A lot of
A
people.
lot. It's like at least 15, 20,000. I'm doing a show with Lil Wayne in Stockton.
Dope.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
pretty cool.
God. Are you going to DJ for him?
For the event, yes.
No way. Have you ever
event,
worked
yes.
with him?
No, I haven't. I heard he's
He's the GOAT.
yeah, he's a goat for sure.
That's exciting.
Super dope. Yeah, same.
yeah.
We're born the same year. He's super dope.
Oh, shit.
82, baby.
Yeah, I mean, we're holding it down. Like, we look young as even Lil Wayne. He's the same age.
Yeah, looks great. And I'm gonna do Phoenix pretty soon. And Tokyo's in the talks right now. Tokyo,
Oh,
Japan,
shit.
yeah. DJ.
To DJ. Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy. Like, what is your like Rolodex, or certain people are like, okay, we're gonna hit you up for DJ, and then certain people are like, okay, well, we want you to do stand up. Is it different? Like, it's a different circle, different network.
Some of it is the same network, but yes, most of the time it's different networks. There's times where certain venues do comedy and DJing and
And
nightlife.
That seems like, I mean, how could you do that though, both at the same show?
It helps that right now it helps that I'm not drinking. That I don't drink anymore. And because you need energy for this at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I'm a 42-year-old man. I try to stay in shape and get rest and all that other stuff. But yeah, for sure, you need that energy. When I was drinking, and I'd have 3 shows, I'd be able to pull it off. But by the time I'd be DJing, I'd be like buzzed and dead already. I'm like, dude, I can't do this. Not if I want to do these. Not if I want to DJ and do stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
So, but you're still doing that. You're still doing DJing. So you have a DJ / comedy show coming up.
No, not yet, not right now. But it usually works out that way. Like, for example, about 3 months ago, I was in San Diego, and I did 2 back-to-back shows, 7:30 and 9:30. Got out of there by 10:30. Went to the hotel, got ready, took a shower, and got to the club by 11:30, 11:40, and then DJ'd from 12 to 2 a.m. And then when I DJ, I try to give them that energy too. You know, I'm not just sitting there looking at my laptop. I'm interacting with the crowd. I'm talking shit. It's fun.
Do you ever go? Is there like a DJ that you like to watch?
Also, something also mighty. No. Also City. He's from Miami. He does videos on YouTube. Went super viral during the pandemic.
Okay, I'm gonna look him up. I've never heard of him.
He posts up like at beaches, different locations, anywhere he's at in the world, and just starts DJing different genres. Full of energy, fly dude. Love his energy on the mic. Hype.
What about those? Does he wear a mask?
No.
Okay.
That's a different
like Dead Mouse.
Yeah, that's more on the house tip. I've noticed that.
Oh, okay.
And you know, super dope. It's a gimmick, super dope. It works though. People are very intrigued by it.
Yeah, you're right. I think it is a gimmick. Yeah.
Cool to look at, but you know, I'm all about just that raw energy. You know what I mean? I love when DJs have energy and just are lit, make the crowd go crazy.
How do you like? What about Paris Hilton? Have you ever seen her DJ?
No, I haven't. Kudos to her.
She's another person, you know, multi-hyphenate, you know, and she's got a freaking empire.
Right. Kudos to her if she's killing it. If she has a fan base, hey, get your money, Paris. No hate over here. Get your money.
Yeah, and Be Real.
What was that?
Be Real.
Oh, yeah, he DJs, but he actually respects the game. He knows how to DJ. He knows how to mix.
Yes,
you know, he holds it down.
What about DJ Pauly D?
He's dope. He's actually, I heard he's very cool people. A lot of my friends know him, and I heard nothing good about him. And yeah, he knows how to mix and all that. I've come from an era where I'm all about the turntablism, like real, like.
Do you do tricks?
Yeah,
You do?
Yeah.
You like spin?
Well, nothing physical, but like actual techniques with my hands and DJ techniques.
I love that, man.
I come from an era of like DJ Qbert. He's from the Bay, some Asian dude. He's a Filipino, super dope. Like I like the beat junkies. These are all like real technical, real DJs on turntables, vinyl, you know, with needles and old school mixers. I love those guys.
Have you ever heard of DJ Rectangle?
One of my absolute favorites.
Right?
And we became friends on social media like 3 years ago, and it was like full circle. Me DJing his records and listening to his records at 15 years old in 1997.
Same.
So
See, we are the same age.
me being friends with him on social media and chatting with them and letting them know like, yo, I'm a fan. I'm a fan, you know.
Yeah.
I don't care if we're friends. I'm still a fan. Super cool dude. And yeah, Rectangle's the shit.
Yes. If you guys haven't heard of him, that's some game right there. Go.
Yeah, he was one of the first
DJ Rectangle.
DJs to put out vinyls of battle weapons. It was super dope.
I just always wished he would use longer like clips because I used to like really love his stuff as well.
Right.
And it's just like he would just like switch so quick. Like he would just have like 20 seconds of a song and then it would just go. But yeah, he's dope.
Yeah, super dope. Yeah.
So I know you said that in the early days, like you just picked up DJing because like, your friend got the set for Christmas and like
Right.
you just happened to play and kind of fell in love with it.
Yeah, it was love at first sight for sure. I was just hooked. And I knew I was going to have a knack for it. Like I just knew because, I don't know, I just knew. I just felt it. Yeah. I've always been like a little dancer when I was a kid. I was a little dancer. I was always like, you know, break dancing, popping, and all that other stuff. So DJing for sure, you need to have rhythm to catch that rhythm.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
See, I didn't know that. So I have.
Yeah, you need to have rhythm. How can you not?
Because, I mean, I don't know. It just seems like. Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm thinking about DJing. Like, is it because you have to do the like overlapping part?
Well, the mixing, yeah, you need a little bit of. Nowadays, you don't because you could just match sound waves on the laptop.
Ooh, okay. That's some tidbits.
But back then, you needed an ear. All you had was a headphone and another speaker to be able to match beats. No visual, no nothing.
Yeah.
No laptop in front of you, just all vinyl. And to scratch and to keep a scratch on beat, you need rhythm for that for sure.
Do you feel like since you've seen the equipment evolve, right? Like
I'm all about it, yeah.
Okay.
I love it. I was a little closed off to it when laptops were introduced to the game. A little closed off, but then I adapted really fast. And now I'm all for it. I'm all about using the effects. I'm all about the controllers, you know?
What's your drop? Do you have like a drop?
Oh, it's just no, it's just J Valentino. It's like a British girl saying my name. J
Really?
Valentino. My DJ group got it for me. My DJ agency got it for me. Club Killers.
Okay.
They
Oh
sent
my
me.
god.
They emailed me some stuff. How do you like these? Oh, pretty cool.
So do you have like mixes on like SoundCloud?
SoundCloud, no, and they're on clubkillers.com.
Okay.
Clubkillers.com. I have about 3 of them right there, and they're all a little bit of everything: reggaeton, hip hop, house. I'm usually all over the
Dope.
place with my mixes.
That's dope. I'm gonna have to listen to your stuff.
Yeah.
Have you ever DJed like on the radio, like out here?
Yeah. Shout out to my boy DJ Amen. He got me on the New Year's mix 2018 going to 2019.
Dope.
Yeah. A couple of times actually.
Yeah, I've heard of DJ, man. Isn't
And
he's here, right? He's from the Bay, but now he's in LA, right?
exactly.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I was
I've
just
heard of him.
recently on 96.3 with my boy 81.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dope, man.
Super cool.
Well, so how do you like always come up? Like, do you ever feel pressure to like just have new ideas all the time, or because it's I don't know. How do you get inspired? Like, do you like are you this person like wakes up and you had a dream and you're like, oh, you get an idea from a dream or something?
I think they just come from, you can't forget to live as a comedian. You know, if you're all work, 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 that's cool. That you're all about your grind. But for me, the way new ideas come about is by just living too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dating. I'm dating in my 40s. I get ideas from that. You know, I'm out and I see something. I'm like, that's pretty cliche. I'm gonna write that down.
Interesting.
You know, or stuff that's going on online, or stuff that I could react to, or a certain music video that inspires me. Like that'd be funny if I dress up like that guy and I do that. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I always feel like the comedians that are funniest are the ones that they're like talking about things that you can relate. You know,
Right.
That's what's always funny when you're like, oh yeah, that happened to me.
Yeah,
Those are
stuff
the
that's
funny
relatable always hits for sure.
Are you a fan like of Seinfeld?
Seinfeld, not so much, not not my style, but I get where he's coming from. I understand his comedy. I see what he's
Okay.
doing. You know, but not 100% my style for sure.
Yeah.
But he's dope. He's dope. Seinfeld's dope. I like his comedians in cars having coffee on Netflix.
I have seen a
That
couple.
one's I
I've
saw.
seen a
I
couple
binged on
episodes.
that, and I never
Really?
binge on anything. That was really cool. Maybe because I'm just a fan of comedy itself. But he had Eddie Murphy on there, Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I
Super
seen
dope.
that.
He had Jimmy Fox. Jimmy Fox killed that show.
Yeah,
Super dope. Yeah.
yeah. You're right, man. Jamie Foxx. Shout out to him. He is. I don't know many other people that we could say that are kind of in a few different lanes. He's definitely a great example.
Yeah, I think he's a little underrated for a
Yeah.
little bit, but I mean he's Jamie. He's still Ray, and he's done a
Yeah.
lot of stuff.
Yeah. So you are dating, dating in your 40s. Do you think it would be easier if you were like in another city dating? Because I feel like LA sucks for dating.
Maybe, I'm sure, probably if I was like in
I
a
always
small
daydream
town.
like, yeah. I want to daydream about that. Like
But-
if I lived in
But
the Midwest.
small towns also have their puteria, man. Like I was just in Bakersfield the other day, and they're a whole community now. You know what I mean? Like they, it's not cool to date there either. Like it's hard to date there too. I don't even think it's location anymore. I just think it's this now. People think they have options now.
What about, would you ever do like the online thing?
No.
That's terrible. I don't believe in that either.
Yes. No.
I don't believe in that either.
I believe in,
It
I
doesn't
guess,
work.
faith. Like, if it's meant to be, it's
Yeah,
meant to
real
be.
life.
If you're looking for it, then I don't know. But then again, people find love online, so I can't knock it either.
Yeah.
But in LA, yeah, it's definitely a little tougher, especially doing what we do in this industry. It's a little tougher, but
So would you prefer your significant other to be in the industry as well? Have you ever thought about that? Does
Yes,
it make a
I have.
difference? Does it make a difference to you?
I don't know. I've never really tried it, so
You've never dated a girl in,
no.
in the industry or not in the industry?
In the industry, no. But I mean, I could see why artists, like famous people date famous people, or artists
Yeah.
date other artists. They have it's they can relate to what they do.
Yeah.
I was dating somebody a few months ago, and they didn't understand my busy schedule, and I was just like, I can't do this. And I usually attract younger too, so that probably had some something to do with it as well.
Well, and then you were saying too that back in the day you would you dated
A
the
couple of them.
girls, the dancers,
Did it twice.
and you have to have like such like high self-esteem, in my opinion, as a man.
And I didn't. I'm sorry.
Because my girlfriend was a stripper and her boyfriend supported her, but he didn't like it, obviously, you know. But you know, I think that does speak to like how secure you are, because it sucks like that guys sometimes they want to not trust women. I don't know. It's so picky. Like it's so tricky because like you and I spoke on this a little bit on the phone too. Remember, like how I was saying, like girls and guys in my experience, like,
Right.
we just speak. I'm single as fuck, and so like I feel like my miscommunication with men is so like it's kind of like the English to Spanish translation thing. Like,
Right.
it's lost in translation.
Right. I mean, I couldn't do it because, you know, the strip club game is what it is. You know, there's supposed to be no contact, but there is, you know.
Yeah.
If there was no contact like 100%, then maybe, but it takes a different person to be able to
Yeah, they would
do
have
that.
to like wear like bubble wrap or something.
It takes a different person. At the end of the day, there's contact, not skin to skin, but yeah, pretty much. They're, you know, they're sitting on a man. They feel
Yeah.
they're, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was in the industry. I knew exactly what went on, you know. And in the industry, you know, rated PG is, you know, being able to grab a little. That's rated PG. That's a given.
So did you see your girlfriend?
No, she worked at a different. They both worked at a different strip club.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Oh no, one of them worked at the strip club that I worked at, and then she left to another strip club, and yeah, but the other one worked at a different strip club.
I feel like that's better.
Yes and no, because at the time there was a website that showed strip club reviews and would talk about the dancers.
no.
So I would be in there all insecure, like
You
Who's
did.
she
You,
dancing with today? What the
tortured
fuck?
yourself.
yes, yes. There was no social media back then. You had time.
You looked up her Yelp review.
Dude, yes. This girl had miles. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do that anymore.
So
Hell
why'd
no.
you guys end up breaking up? Well, the first one.
I just couldn't. I mean,
But I heard you say you were with her for like a year.
a year and a half, and I try to work it out. And here's the thing: anytime a man dates a stripper, I'm sorry, independent contractor, I don't like to be called strippers. They try to talk them out of it. That's a given. They always try to talk them out of it.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, and the girl always responds with the same thing. You met me this way, and that's true. You didn't meet him that way.
It is true.
So there's, you know, I'm like, yeah, you're right. So after a while, they, you know, they don't stop, which I don't blame them, because where else are they going to make, you know, $1,500 a week, only working 3 days out of the week for 3 hours at a time, 3, 6, 9 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nowhere. And I don't blame them. And by the way, I don't judge. I don't knock any girl that gets their hustle on, no matter how they get it, you know. But yeah, I couldn't do it.
So
after
at
a
this
while.
point in time, then, okay, but you were young, so obviously perspectives change as you grow older. So at this point in time, you probably wouldn't date an independent contractor.
No. Friends with a lot of them.
Yeah.
They're all my friends. Shout out to all the strippers. What's up? I love them. They're like my sisters. They're super cool, man.
Yeah.
They're chill as fuck. I love my stripper friends. They're super cool. Yeah.
So what are you looking for then?
Um,
Do you have a type, or people ask me all the time too if I have a type, and I don't. I honestly don't.
I don't. You know, Asian, Caucasian, Latina, Black. I don't have a type. I don't have a type. As long as she's, family oriented, uplifts me, super, chill, common sense, patient. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have a type. I really don't. But yeah, I mean, it's not shallow to say that I have to be attracted to her because we like what we like. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, I think you should. You have to, obviously.
Yeah.
Want to look at the person.
Yeah,
you're
tall
near.
women, petite women, but most petite women like tall guys, so it's kind of tough.
I mean, did you already translate those jokes that you have you tested
I
them?
haven't. I haven't yet. I did one bit and it came out pretty dope in my head. But I haven't
Are you
translated.
gonna like practice with your mom? Do you think your mom will give you feedback?
Lately, I've been speaking to my mom only in Spanish,
Okay.
just only in Spanish on purpose. But
Do you test the jokes on her? Who do you use? Do you have like a soundboard?
no, it's just usually me. And but for this one, yeah, I'll reach out to one of my homies that has that solid Spanish. I have a couple of homies that are in the Spanish comedy game right now.
Okay.
That said, they're down to help me out, and thankfully I have people
Okay.
like that in my life. But yeah, and yeah, I'm not prideful, man. If I need help, I ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I'm an open book for sure.
Yeah. I love I hear jokes like that. Or there's just those memes on social media too, like, about be mad or sing this song in Japanese or Chinese. Have you ever seen that?
No,
Oh God, you have to look at it. It was so funny. I don't know, but just something about languages and those barriers between people is just is
right,
funny.
right.
And I feel like that's why you're all those music videos you did, even though you're not doing them anymore.
Once in a while, if there's a good song to translate, I'll do it. But
They are pretty funny though
they are,
to
they're just
translate.
right. They're just, I think they had its time. They had their time for sure. Parodies are not as big as they used to be at all. But, some of them still hit. Like I did that. Me siento muy contento. Me siento muy feliz. I translated that in Spanish and I kind of put a meme to it. And that one did very well. That was just recent, like a couple of years ago. But it's not really the move for me anymore. I'm really like straightforward when I think if it's funny, it's funny. If it's not, it's not. And after a while of me translating all these songs, there were songs that I was just translating just to translate. It got to that point. I was like, okay,
I really like
this
the
isn't
No
it.
Tocas MC Hammer.
Oh, no toques. Yeah. Yeah, that had its time. It had its time. It was pretty cool.
I went down a rabbit hole. Okay, I lit a J,
Uh-huh.
and just if you are ever in a bad mood, just light a J and put on J
Jay.
Valentino's. Light a J and watch Jay, and watch his music videos. They're funny as hell.
Thank you.
I was cracking up.
That was like from 2015 to 2019. I had that run.
And where did you shoot those at?
In my spot in Downey where I lived at, man. I had a green screen in the garage, then moved it over to a room. Just a green screen. I geeked out with the green screen. That was my go-to back then for sure.
So how was COVID for you?
COVID, I just went ham,
Okay.
Either you sink or swim. I was going through a breakup at the time and I didn't drink either at the
Did you
time.
guys live together? Were you?
No, 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 thank God. No.
Did you guys break up because of COVID?
No, it was before that, like
Oh,
way
okay.
before, like 3 months before that, or something like that. But I was going through it still, and yeah, I just for the first 6 months, all I did was run, every day, like 5 miles a day.
Wow.
Yeah, I
You're
lived
a runner.
alone, so it was a little tougher, but yeah, I kept myself busy. The TikTok thing was really big, and I did a lot of the sound bites that I don't do now anymore. And yeah, that
You
helped
can
me.
do that on Instagram.
Yeah, you can, but it's I rarely do those. I never do this.
I've been doing that a little bit.
Yeah, to me,
People like them. People
yeah,
ask me to do them.
100%. They're super cool, but I like to just stick to once again, nothing wrong with them, but I like to stick to my original content.
Yeah, no, that makes sense for you.
Yeah,
For sure.
for sure.
I'm not funny, so just, I'll just find a good reel and lip sync it.
Right, right,
Which, like I said, it's getting me followers. So, but I don't know what the end game is for that. You know what I mean? It's like,
right.
what's the end game? Like, it looks like you can make money on TikTok Live. People send you gifts and stuff.
Right.
But, even when I'm home alone, I'm just like, I went on live the other day and so many random people that I've never seen before. It's not like Instagram Live,
No, it's
right? It's not. So, super interesting, but I just don't know how far down. I don't know. But you're sticking to Instagram.
Yeah,
right? But
100%.
what about your YouTube? Like,
Yeah, I feed it. It's more about YouTube Shorts now for me, and that's what's been making it grow lately.
okay.
Yeah, YouTube Shorts is for sure the new wave, I think,
Yeah.
and I think if I'm not mistaken, it's being viewed more than the videos.
Yeah.
It's just like TikTok and Instagram Reels.
Yeah.
Super dope. Yeah, I'm digging it. I like it,
Yeah. For
and
sure.
it does more. It gets me way more subscribers than videos would for sure. Yeah,
Yeah. That's a little
it's
bit
that
of.
short term content that people like now. Everybody has a short attention span.
Right. I'm focused on YouTube. Wish I did more with shorts, I know I should. But I'll get there one day, I really just like this long format. Our interviews do really well on this channel.
Oh, cool.
So
Heck yeah.
people love, having this one.
How did you get the name Angee Smallz?
My name is a short for my first name, Angelica, and my last name, Pequeño.
Oh, no way. That's
Yeah.
cool. I
Thank
thought it
you.
was from The Sandlot.
I love that. I love that comparison. You're killing me, Smalls. Actually, my brother kind of gave it to me because I used to go. I come from designing. I used to be a graphic designer. Now Canva's taken over.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of my. I don't even use Photoshop hardly anymore. I use Canva. But back when I got a degree in designing, my name was Angel Graphics. And my brother was like, "You need a cooler name." He kind of like talked shit. And he was like, and he kind of made me change it. And
Yeah, it works. I like it.
thank you.
Yeah, it's memorable for sure.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So I think so. Yeah. It is memorable.
Yeah, I remembered it.
And you use your real name, right?
Yeah, my first name is Julian. My middle name is Valentino. My last name is Terriquez.
I love, that's a great name, Valentino.
Yeah,
That's a really cool name.
yeah, thank God my dad knew what's up, man. He was always hip to the American culture. Paisa, super paisa from Mexico, Guadalajara, Jalisco. But always hip to the American culture for sure. I think he was into Italian movies at the time, English Italian
So
movies.
that's very interesting.
Yeah, and there was an actor that he liked. His name was Valentino something. I don't know what it was. My mom named me Julian.
Yeah, I love my name. I love my name. But my mom's name is Angelina. So she hates that people call me Angee. She's like, "You're not Angee. You're Angelica." She hates it. But
Right, I thought you were on Helena too.
yeah, see? No.
Yeah.
The only thing I hate is when people call me, someone tries to call me Angela. I'm like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Do I look like an Angela to you? No.
Kind of.
So yeah, I'm seeing, I don't know, you have so much ahead of you, Did you ever have a different DJ name?
When I was a kid, I was DJ Omen. I didn't even know what Omen meant. I just thought it sounded cool. Yeah. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. Call me DJ Omen. Stupid. Yeah. And I even put out a couple of mixes under that name, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
But I didn't even know what it meant. And later on, they were like, "Dude, that's not a good thing. It's a bad omen." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Why don't you use your name?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're right." And for a while, I went by J Valentine for like a month. And I was like, "Dude, why don't you use your real name, Valentino?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're right."
Yeah, it's like you were doing everything but to use your real name. You
Exactly.
just did not want to.
And I was trying to incorporate Julian in there because I like Julian. You
Yeah.
know? It's a cool name for a kid or an
What
adult.
about Julian?
I don't mind it.
I like Julian.
Julian is cool. It's just pronounced in Spanish,
Yeah.
enunciated in Spanish. But it just doesn't roll off the tongue for everybody, I think.
Yeah, just like my name, Angelica. So
Yeah.
sometimes I say Angelica.
Exactly. But when I was a kid, I remember when I was like, in elementary, they'd call me Julian, and I'd be like, "No, my name's Julian." I used to correct them, but no, my name's Julian. They'd be like, "Yeah, Julian." I'm like, "No, Julian." And then when I got into high school or in 8th grade or something, I was cooler, I guess. They're like, "Julian." I'm like, "No, my name's Julian. I'm American now." Stick to that.
Oh my God. I wonder how many other Latinos have had to deal with this struggle growing up with a slightly, or, what kind of name your parents have bestowed upon you, It's like,
Right.
yeah, exactly. I went through stuff like that as well. People call me Angelica.
You're right.
and people doing it on purpose. Angelica, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, don't make me get up, like,
Right.
it's like people just want to push your buttons.
Right.
But Angee, you really can't say anything bad about that. Plus, for some reasons, I feel like there's so many girl DJs with that name.
Yeah, Angie V.
Angee Martinez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. You're right.
So,
At least they're talented.
representing.
Talented females doing it. Yeah, with their name. Yeah, for sure.
You're like, at least there's someone out there.
Yeah, they're cool, man. At least they're talented. Shout out to Angie V.
So what's your favorite holiday?
For sure, 4th of July, but Halloween for
Is it
sure.
because your birthday is right there?
Yeah, that too. It's just like the whole summer feel. I like the barbecue vibes and the fear of getting your hands blown up. I'm just like, no, I need these hands. I like Halloween for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a horror.
What did you you like to whore it up?
Yeah, not horror it up. Horror. I like horror shit. Like I'm that guy. I'll stick to the theme that whole month. I'll watch horror movies.
Okay.
4 costumes going out.
Hell yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I like it. And especially because I like to embody that character. Like I don't know. Then with my son,
Yes, it's always fun when you have a kid.
Yeah.
I dressed my son up as Chucky one year.
Yeah.
That was my favorite costume because I sprayed his hair orange and he looked so cute, man. But he was Chucky.
Right.
And I got him the overalls and I found the striped shirt. Like I was
super dope.
on point. So do you make your own costumes?
No, I'll buy some, and I'll make some here and there. And the mother of my child, I don't like to say baby's mom, is a makeup artist. So sometimes she'll hook me up.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Do you ever what do you think about do you wear have to wear men's what do you feel like when guys wear concealer or
It's cool.
yeah.
I'm with it. Yeah,
What
I'll do
about
it
when guys
sometimes.
paint their nails? Like Drake, he has his nails painted right now.
That's on him. It's for me. I find it a little.
Get manicures.
I don't. I should.
What about pedicures?
No, but I take care of my feet though. I try to
You should go get a pedicure. Why not?
I just recently got the finest sandpaper, and I took care of myself down there. It's all smooth.
Sandpaper. I've never heard of
Yeah,
it.
the finest
I
one.
did not know you could do that.
I did it. I mean, it was bleeding, but it was fine. I'm kidding.
But now it's healed.
Yeah,
and
it's healed. I'm
smooth.
good. I can walk
Smooth as-
again.
Smooth as
I'm
ever.
good.
Smooth as ever.
No, yeah, I'm all for it. I mean, yeah, a little bit of concealer. Yeah, you're in front of the cameras. You're in a red carpet for sure.
Yeah, I feel
Why
like that's
not?
an actor's.
Sometimes you only get a few hours of sleep, and you have some bags under your eyes. You want to cover them up. you know?
Yeah. I think Rihanna's coming out with a man. I love Rihanna. She's done so much. I was just talking about her the other day, how she's contributed to the makeup line because she's the first makeup line that had 50 shades of brown.
Right.
Which no one ever thought to do before. So now we, us dark people can find that perfect shade. But anyways, I think she's coming out with the men's line.
Yeah, I saw that. I think one of my buddies was with her. Rob the Original. I saw him with her at the launch or whatever.
Really? Oh, I like him too. I met him before.
Yeah, shout out to Rob. He's super
He's
dope.
really cool. He's a tattoo artist, right?
No, he's an artist.
Okay.
He's a tattoo artist as well, but just an artist.
Do you have a person you go to for your tattoos?
No, not anymore, man. I mean, I did. My homeboy Jason from In the Skin in Fullerton, In the Skin Tattoos in Fullerton, but no, I haven't been into tattoos for years.
You think you're done?
Been done.
Really?
Been done,
You're
yeah.
done.
No me llama la atención. Yeah.
Okay.
Been done. I thought about lasering off this half and this half too.
No.
Yeah. And the last one I got was my son's name right here. I don't even know where it's at. I don't know, back here somewhere. I'm not big on them anymore. I think the clean look is a look now too.
Yeah.
I love it when girls don't have tattoos.
Yeah.
I like that. Kind of keeps that real femininity. Nothing wrong with tats. Or I like the Rihanna style tattoos actually as well. Here and there, little tiny
It's
ones.
a little tiny gun.
Yeah, a little finger
side.
on her finger, and
I've always wanted a finger tattoo.
you know what I mean. Something like that, cute little sprinkled here and there.
The
That's
only thing
tasteful.
about putting on your fingers though is they
fade.
they
Yeah,
bleed.
They bleed. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
The
so it
ink.
never stays.
But little things like that, but not big on them anymore.
Interesting. So no more tattoos for you.
No.
Well, I think you got you're all sleeved up, so
Right. Right. Yeah.
that's all good. And let's see. So yeah, you really like so ladies, he's single.
Not looking at all. All right. Don't get the wrong idea.
Do you have like a favorite comedian that you are?
Yeah, for sure. The early 80s, Eddie Murphy, Kevin Hart, Chappelle, Jim Carrey was a big influence for sure. Yeah, but I really admire Kevin Hart just because he's just a whole entertainer, just a whole complete entertainer and an entrepreneur. And he doesn't neglect his body, which I think is very
Yeah.
important for people not to neglect, because at the end of the day, this is the only engine we have.
Yeah.
And I think, kudos to people that perform at a high level being, a little bigger. But I think that if they paid attention and took care of that body a little more, that temple, they could probably take their career to new heights.
Yeah, no, that's great advice. And I wonder if other comedians kind of look at you, and because some of the comedians that you see, you're right, there are stigmas.
We're on the road all the time. We're out on the road all the time. There's nothing healthy to eat. There's fast food is not healthy. There's nothing out there that's, if we're on the go all the time, it's hard to get healthy food. But I mean, you could go to Jack in the Box and just get the grilled chicken with no mayo and maybe just eat one bun instead of two, or just get it protein style and a water. But that takes discipline.
Oh yeah.
That takes a lot of discipline. You know what I mean? In and out, protein style. You know what I mean? With the water, no fries. But that takes discipline.
That's so hard.
It's very hard. It's very hard. It's very hard. But guess what? You still get full. You still get full.
I've never been in In-N-Out and not gotten fries.
100%. They're delicious.
There's no way.
They're amazing. They're amazing. They're delicious. And I don't knock you. And I'm not sitting here judging, but yeah, it's discipline. Last night I had me and my son went out to a nice restaurant in downtown Disney, and I got the Caesar chicken salad, but it was a fancy ass bomb salad.
Oh my God.
with
Yeah, I
chicken.
saw you on your Instagram stories. You were
Yeah.
at Disneyland all day.
Yeah. No, I took him to Legoland.
Legoland.
And then we ended up at Disney, downtown Disney for food. It was really fun. I miss my son. I'd been away from him for like 15 days, so we spent the whole day together. Yeah.
Awesome.
But yeah, just it's not easy. I cut sugar by a lot too, man. That's another killer, especially for Latinos. We grew up with a lot of sugar in our lives,
Yeah.
Leaving the Northgate Market, there's freaking Mexican postres on the way out there. Who doesn't want to eat those? I'm all about it. They're bomb,
Yeah.
My mom used to give me coffee when I was 7, which is kind of weird, Mom. It's kind of weird. You shouldn't have done that. Maybe that's where the ADD didn't, took the ADD to another level.
She's like, and look where you ended
Yeah,
up.
but Latino, our parents, that generation suck with nutrition, and that's what we adapted to. That nutrition, we're used to it. It's there's some emotion tied into that. You know what I mean? A taco with guacamole and salsa is bomb.
Fried.
But that tortilla is horrible for you. 75 calories of just whack shit. The meat once in a while is good. It's good protein, but it's also cooked in lard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And salt on top of that.
Chorizo.
Sodium.
I love
Yeah.
chorizo.
You know what I mean? The only good thing about all that is probably the guacamole. That's if you don't put salt in it. It's a lot, And don't get me wrong, I have fun with food, but I've definitely tried to cut down the sugar and the unnecessary stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
And that's all. Sorry to cut you off. And that's all because I want to perform better. I want to have the most energy possible. I want to have clarity and all that to be able to perform.
Yeah. Well, if you are watching and you want to be in the entertainment industry, you see how successful he is. He puts a lot of work in. And being a comedian, it's not just all fun,
Oh, I mean, it is. But yeah, there's a lot of boring stuff behind. Not boring stuff. There's a lot of rehearsal behind it. Repetition for sure. Trial and error. And yeah, but I love it.
Yes. Yeah, because I think when I do see comedians, you're right. They are used to working at clubs at the night, and there's a lot of alcohol around, and I I would probably, if I was there at a club every night, I don't know how I could go on stage without having a drink.
Alcohol is dope. Alcohol is fun.
Yeah.
I'm that guy that doesn't drink, that doesn't bash alcohol at all. Alcohol is probably one of the dopest drugs ever. Drink responsibly. Yeah, it is. It's amazing. If alcohol didn't have any side effects, I'd be drunk with you right now. Like if DUIs weren't a thing, I don't know. If I weren't,
Yeah.
if I wasn't putting people's life at risk. But I mean, no, it does come with all that. And yeah, alcohol's
Weight gain, water retention,
all that stuff. It's
bloating.
all that, the hangovers. Nobody ever Instagram stories the hangovers or the emo side of
So
it.
I have a sponsor that's called The Upside, and they actually reduce your hangovers.
Oh, no
they take
way.
away the downside. So
Okay,
shout out to
there
Upside.
you go. Hell yeah.
Save 10%. Link in the description.
Let's go. No, I don't knock it. Alcohol's dope. I mean, but I was coming to that age where even like 3-4 shots of good tequila and waters in between was still getting me the next day. I was still feeling it the next day. I'm like, oh fuck, that sucks.
That's
man.
my trick.
That sucks.
I do like the I do carbonated water with tequila, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, there's no sugar, because that's what gives you the hangover, right?
Yeah.
It's the sugar.
So I wouldn't get a complete hangover. I'd just be really fatigued, really tired, still like wasn't performing it.
Basically, your next whole day is gone.
Gone.
You can't think straight, even if you're awake. I mean, in my experience,
Yeah.
that's the main thing that I notice.
And we're not on autopilot. If we were driving forklifts, which you shouldn't drive a forklift hungover, right? Or just being on autopilot, just, restocking stuff or whatever other people do in their jobs. That's okay, because you don't have to be creative or in front of the camera or any of that stuff. But for us, I mean, it's different. We got to be, I got to be funny. I got to be in front of the camera. I got to have energy. I got to be focused. I got to remember lines or stuff that I don't want to
Yeah.
say.
Well, I mean, this is just your hard work is paying off. Like, I love seeing everything you're doing.
Thank you.
And, I'm, again, thankful that you stopped by today. I know
course.
you are, you know, so many people in the industry, and it just always amazes me, like, how tapped in you are. Like, I'm like, damn, this guy knows everyone.
Thank you.
So,
it's
yeah,
just-
like I said, I ran into you backstage DJing for all female rap lineup
Shout out to all the
baddies.
females killing it right now, by the way, man. The females are killing the rap game a lot, just the game in general.
Did you see Port Vida perform?
I didn't.
Okay.
I was very impressed by the Jenny 6ix9ine, I Love Reverie,
Yes.
and that other girl from Texas. What's her name?
Crystal Poppin.
Crystal Poppin. That song they had together.
Bash's artist, no?
I think so.
I
I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
That single was super dope, and I was very intrigued. I was down there on the floor, just like being a fan, checking them out. Like, hell yeah.
Yes, same. That's what I did for a while. I was in the VIP on the couch watching from the front.
Right.
And then I eventually went backstage. But yeah, I like to watch. I talked about that on my show before. Yeah, even MC Magic was saying that. Like, that's the best way to watch a show. Is from,
Yeah.
You know,
For sure.
in front.
Be in the crowd. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
So you better be in the crowd. Hey, the next J Valentino show.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it.
So go check out his Instagram, and where is the best place they can find out everywhere you're performing?
Instagram.
Okay.
Everything's on Instagram at J Valentino, just the way it's spelled. No Jay, just a letter J. And all the stuff is on my link on my bio. I sound like a stripper saying that. Link in bio.
I know, right? 'Cause
OnlyFans.
they can't say OnlyFans on
Yeah,
Instagram.
you can't. It's prohibited now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be getting on a creator platform called Passes.
Okay.
I'm actually announcing that tomorrow. And so, yeah, find me on Passes. It's not OnlyFans, but it's walking the line.
What is that?
So, well, I'm going to be consulting and behind the scenes, exclusive footage, and a little bit, because you want to be sexy on the gram, but, it's just
Are you going to be sexy on there,
I'm
Angee
going to be
Smallz?
sexy on Passes.
There you go, guys. You guys been wanting to see her. Now's the time. Subscribe. Is it a monthly thing too?
Yeah, there's levels. Passes.com/Angee Smallz.
Let's go. Look, it's always the quiet ones, guys. It's always the quiet ones.
But you could be on that too. But, how would you feel about dating? I know you kind of mentioned, like, what kind of girl, what kind of morals are you looking for? Like,
family morals for sure. Yeah, I would like the girl to have like her own thing going on.
would you date a librarian?
Not that nerdy. I'm kidding.
I heard they make bank.
Give me some edge. I'm kidding. Yeah, somebody that's gonna, uplift me. I uplift her. Somebody that would spunk, a little funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Something like that. I like fast chicks. Like that are on their shit.
Nice.
And come happy. Come happy.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? That takes a lot of work.
Pause.
That's a lot of no. I'm serious. Don't let me be your happiness. Come happy, and then you're happy. I'm happy.
That's deep.
We add more to it. Yeah.
That's deep.
It takes work. If you're going through your stuff, go through it. Go through it. Work on yourself.
Yeah.
Come happy, because I worked hard for this shit.
Yeah. There's a lot to be said to doing that inner work.
Yeah. Come happy.
It takes some time to figure out,
I'm
right?
not a trapper. I don't care if you're hot and bringing all this negativity. I don't care if you're hot.
The
If you're just hot.
attitude. Yeah.
And then
Hot with
but
an
you're still,
attitude.
like maybe, going through stuff. We all go through stuff,
Yeah.
We all have a little bit of trauma. Of course, we're human.
Yes.
But let's work on it. Pursuit of happiness. That's a real thing. Come
It
happy,
really
Heina.
is.
Be a happy Heina. Be a double H. Happy Heina.
All right. Well, you heard it here first. So maybe that's the name of your next dating show.
For sure. Happy Heina.
He's going to be looking for love real
All right.
soon.
On La Onda
I know
TV, dog.
I know he said he's not looking for it because, but it's going to come. It's going to come his way.
Let's
I
get
can
it.
tell. I can
It
tell.
usually comes when you least expect it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what they
optimistic.
say.
I'm not over here with my shoulders up like all sad.
That's what they say.
It comes when you least expect it. And meanwhile, thank God I'm happy.
Yeah. No, happy, healthy, and wealthy.
Amen. Trying to get there.
3 W's.
Yeah. Actually, wealthy, yes. His health as well.
Yes, yes. Well, this has been a new episode of Latin Affiliated TV with the funny, multi-talented J Valentino.
Stay tuned with Latin Affiliated with your host, Angee Smallz.
Ooh, yeah. All right, guys, we're out. We'll see you on the next one.
Let's go.